Oh, okay. Here we go. Going live for a little bit. I just wanted to jump on here and kind of do a quick post-fight talk. Let's see. Get started here in a minute. Lolita, what's going on? Ain't seen Lolita in a minute in the chat. How you been? Well, I think you were here the other day, right? Too bad I didn't get to do no fight companions for these fights, but oh well. They turned out to be pretty good though. All right. Mm, let's get this thing going here. All right. Well, like 20 minutes. Let's see, we could do 20 minutes. Hang on 1 second. Okay, hold on. Just connecting something here. All right, y'all. So yeah, welcome back to another little live stream. Just gonna be on here for a bit. Maybe 20 minutes tops. 20, 25. Yeah. Just wanted to do a quick post-fight talk, about the action tonight and just discuss what's next for some of these fighters. First off, let's talk Elise Reed versus Corey McKenna. Yeah, I went 2-0 tonight, man. Once again, 2-0. I had to go. Look, I had to go with Elise Reed. I had to pick her from the jump. I was like, when this fight was first announced, I think maybe like 2 months ago, I was kind of riding toward or leaning towards Corey McKenna. But I said, you know what? I don't know. Something about this style matchup, I have to favor Elise Reed. Looking at Elise Reed and her striking ability, I knew that she was going to give Corey McKenna some trouble. Because, Corey McKenna in that Kay Hansen fight, she kind of gave herself some trouble in that fight. I thought Corey McKenna had more to offer than Kay Hansen, where she could have just picked Kay Hansen apart at times. But, she actually went to the ground with Kay Hansen and, made the fight a little bit more so harder for herself, So I just put that math together and said, I think Elise Reed is going to stick to her game and, just outwork and outstrike Corey McKenna. And that's how it played out. I think Corey McKenna still, of course she's still fresh. She's still hungry. She's just 22 years old. So she has a lot of room for growth. I mean, for what she's offering now and what she brings to the table, hey, it's, you could say she offers a lot right now at 22 years old, so there's no shame in this type of loss. You learn from these type of things, Elise Reed, I think she's just a little bit more polished and a little bit more ready to go. She's closer to her prime at 29. When she hits 30, she's going to be trying to fight harder to try to get towards a title shot. That's just how it is. Sometimes you have these fighters that are 7-8 year age gap, and the older fighters, they're just a little bit more. They're a little bit more experienced, even in the mind. I think that's how Elise Reed is. Corey, she's still young, still wants to try out things. She's still learning what it's like to be, a fighter, and how do you juggle that pressure of, fighting in front of a big crowd like this. Because, everybody was favoring her too. So that's a lot of pressure. Even though she didn't show it, I'm sure that's something that Corey McKenna was feeling in there, is that pressure. Of course, Elise Reed, she was feeling it. You hear how they boo you, right? But you guys got to learn how to work crowd control. You just got to learn how to fight through that and ignore it, whether it's for you or against you. But I was impressed, man, with the work rate and the right hands of Elise Reed in this fight. You know, all around good, solid striking. I think the number one thing we all know that she's going to need to work on moving forward for Elise Reed is her takedown defense, right? Because Corey McKenna, the thing that set her back in this fight was her IQ and her willingness to, you know, execute. But her takedowns are there. Her ability to get takedowns is there. The girl is strong. Corey McKenna is physically strong. You know, I've noticed that, you know, since I've been watching her first few fights, like Corey McKenna, young and strong. So if she would have got this type of work in before the fight started, she might have won it, right? So moving forward for somebody like Elise Reed who wants to just strike, no, man, you got to be ready. You know, Elise Reed gonna have to be prepared for these fighters that are gonna want to go take this thing to the ground. Because Corey McKenna, she got in some good takedowns into each round. You know, I could give her those rounds just off the takedowns, but she did well getting it to the ground. And then in that third round, you know, she did very, very solid, you know, of getting that ground control in. So that's something that Elise Reed has to kind of look out for moving up this ladder, especially dealing with some of these grapplers like Verna Jandiroba. Well, I wouldn't say Kanako Murata is one that could be trouble, but I think that she could. I think she has the striking and the ability to measure range well to keep her back. You know, just early or just as an early look. Let's see what else. What else I want to talk about this fight. So they're definitely good additions to the strawweight division, though. Corey and Elise. You know, so I enjoyed this fight. It was a good fight. You know, so like I said, this is for hardcore fans. You know, hardcore fans of the strawweight division. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, if you're not expecting much from this fight or you don't care for these fights, you know, these are for fans. You know, these are for WMMA fans. Like, when we discuss these type of fights, you know, we look at over here. This is for the people that really want to support WMMA. Like myself, I'm going to look at these diamonds in the rough, some of these fighters on the lower level over here and talk about them because that's what we do. You know, we just don't go casual over here. We ain't just talking about the mainstream fighters, right? You know, so if you don't pay attention to fights like this, you're missing out. You are missing out because this turned out to be a good technical fight. All right, Running Rennie said good evening. Congratulations to Patty the Baddie and Molly McCann. These two were entertaining. TJ said congrats to Molly for securing her place as one of the best of the rest in her division. I was waiting on TJ, man, to say that. I was waiting on that. Hey, it's, you know, the belt's not for everybody. That's the name of this video. You don't have to be a champ, baby. But yeah, man, working your way up the strawweight division, you got to be prepared for these even tougher strikers like Yan Xiaonan. You know, we all kind of counted her out, and you saw how her speed, her strength gave Marina Rodriguez trouble. You know, so that's what it's all about, man. Just really growing as a fighter, and I think Elise Reed has some things that she can add to her game, and you know, you'll probably see her. I could see her getting to the top 15 within another year and a half. Like if Jessica Panay got back up in there, if Luana Pinheiro got up in there, I definitely think that Elise Reed can get into the top 15. I mean, come on. I mean, in fact, we'll see how long Luana Pinheiro hangs around. I mean, I don't know who she's fighting next, but we'll see. But yeah, good strawweight fight, good matchup. Like I said, it was really a close fight. Really no wrong answer on who you go and pick in this one. It just really came down to who was going to execute. And I just picked the one that I felt was going to execute in this one. That was Elise Reed. But yeah, Molly McCann, man. Like I said in the title of this video, you know, you don't have to be a champ. And I think that's very important for some of these fighters to realize. And I think it's good when a lot of them come to terms with, their lane. Some of these fighters like Molly McCann, they can make it without getting to the number 5 spot, the number 2 spot, the championship level. They can make it as long as I think they embrace it. And I gotta give Molly McCann a lot of credit. Like, she embraces it. Like, she fights her heart out. Like you say, TJ, you maybe say best, the best of the rest, right? Best of the rest. But hey, if the money's coming in, you can't get mad. You know what I mean? Like, I think she's embracing that. And that's very important at this point. Because for one, like I said, I've said this before, I don't really ever see her get to that point where she can fight Valentina Shevchenko. But it's important that she can still sell herself and make a brand if she wants to be a fighter, right? And that's what she's doing. I think you're more in a position where you can say I'm winning because I know what I'm capable of. I know the backing I have back at home in my country. And the number one thing, I know I love to fight. So as long as I can stay in this realm and do what I do, I'm always going to have a home. That's why I say fighters like her and Priscilla Cachoeira, they don't really have to be champions. They don't have to be champions. And they can still get money and they can still put butts in seats, right? They can still do that. I think as long as they know what they're capable of and what they can do against the opposition that they're given, they're always going to have some they're always going to have some type of backing and have some type of career. And I think that's important, being a prize fighter. That's what it is. Let's just call it what it is, being a prize fighter. You can be a prize fighter on that level, man. Darby Crash, what's up? He said, I always felt that flyweight is the most natural weight for females and that eventually will be filled with the best competition in WMMA. I think that time has just about arrived. Yeah, that's where everybody's going now. Flyweights, bantamweights coming down, strawweights moving up. BJ heard, that's TJ. TJ said, I heard that every time Molly loses and Angel gets her wings. I chose to believe that. She actually don't have a lot of losses on her resume. She don't got a great deal of losses, man. That's why I still got to give this girl some respect. Ulysses said she didn't look that good. Oh boy, y'all missing the point. I mean, yeah. We're gonna say what you say about what she looks like, but that's why I'm not even gonna read all these comments here because I'm breaking the point down. Because for one, she got something people in the chat ain't got. You know what I mean? A fighting career, and she knows how to fight, right? So that's what I'm talking about. Like, whether you feel like she looks good or not, understand what I'm saying here. You don't have to be a champion to have a crowd backing you and make money in this fight game, right? That's what it comes down to. Her skills are still solid. Her skills are still on point, right? Her skills are still good enough to beat the level that she's on, and that's what it's about. Like, how many of y'all in the chat walking away with the finish bonus tonight? Nobody, right? So I'm talking about this fighter right here looking good enough to beat even a Luana Carolina, to impress her home crowd and continue to pull in more fans and build her brand and make money for herself while she's in this flyweight division. See, while everybody else is worried about the belt or whether, they're listening to other people like, okay, are you going to fight for the belt yet? Are you ready for that? They're over here worried. They don't really know what it is they want to do. You got fighters like Molly McCann over here pushing herself. We know that she's not ranked, but hey, the crowd that's behind her, that you would think she is. I mean, you would think she is a champion the way they back her. And that's what I'm talking about in this video. That's the lane that some of these fighters need to find, like Priscilla Cachoeira. As long as they can get in there and finish, that's money for them. That's a highlight reel knockout for them. And that's entertaining for your casual fans. Your casual fans are going to want to watch knockouts, no matter who it is. Like, as long as you're doing it, they'll want to see it, you know. And Molly McCann came in here to fight. She said, "Hey, this may not be the best opponent, but hey, I'm gonna give my fans what they want to see, and I'm gonna earn me a $50,000 bonus, right? You know what I mean? That's what it's all about. I'm gonna earn me a $50,000 bonus. So you got to look at it in that manner. Like, you don't have to be a champion to get your money. You don't have to be a champion to have a strong backing and to just find your place as a prize fighter. Like, I look at boxing sometimes, there's a lot of guys there that want to stay around in the sport. They just can't compete with the pound for pound best fighters in the world. So what do? They go off like to the UK where their home is, and they fight the C and D level opponents, and they continue to get that backing. And that's the financial side of the sport that you have to look at. That's the business side you have to look at. That's why I say, look, people, of different nationalities, shoot, they need to be supporting their own sometime, because when you do, it pays off. You see, that's the kind of backing our people be needing. Because look at how she goes over to England. Everybody's supporting her. You go to Wales or Liverpool or wherever, your people are behind you. You could have got knocked out 2 times in a row and they still got your back. That's what it's all about. That's all I'm saying. Like, people have to understand that you do have to find where you stand at in this game. If you know that the belt is out of your reach, you 15 places away from the champion, what are you going to do until then? You still like to fight, right? Okay, well, I'm going to just make good of what I have now. That's what it's all about. See, thank you, BJ. See what I'm coming from, because you know what I'm talking about, man. It's about getting your money, man. Because like I said, everybody in the chat that's disrespecting Molly or saying she's a hype train or this and that, y'all ain't gonna help her out. You know what I mean? So you got to make your own way. You know what I mean? You got to get it how you get it. And for every one person that say that, she got 10,000 Englishmen that are supporting her, right? 10,000 English men and women that are supporting her over here, around the way in Liverpool, London, Ireland, Scotland, wherever. All of these people are supporting her. Why? Because she puts on an entertaining performance. And that's what comes first in the game, right? Everybody wants to see a knockout. But the minute, say you have a rank and you go the distance, you're boring. You're boring. So what is it? That's all I want to know. Like, yeah, you can say she didn't look that good. That's not the point. The point is she's making money and she's getting the opponents that she needs to make herself look good and get her pockets fat, right? Hence the name of the video. You don't have to be a champion. I didn't say anything about her jab. I didn't say anything about her ground game in this video yet. I mean, I could talk about that, but my main point here is to say, find your own lane as a fighter. As a hardcore fan, I say you need to find your own lane as a fighter, because if you don't, you'll set yourself up for disappointment. I mean, if you know the belt is out of your reach and you ain't got the skills to get there, you do the next best thing and you be the best doggone prize fighter you could be on your own level. That's what it's about. Just enough where you ain't getting hurt, just enough where you can put on an entertaining fight and go from there. See, fighters like Roxanne, they were kind of stuck in the middle, where it's like you do good just enough to get into the middle of the rank, but then you say, oh, I never dreamed of being a champion. I never dreamed of being a champion before. Or, that was never in the cards. That was never in the cards for me. I'm like, okay, well, now you're stuck in the middle holding up the division. Another good plus about Molly is, look, she knows her lane. She's not holding up the division. So you can't complain about what she's doing. You can't say she's being overhyped or nothing. She's just fighting. She's not even ranked. So, you can't even disrespect somebody like this and say, oh man, this person here is holding up my division. They don't want to fight the champ. They're not even around that way. You know what I mean? That's what it is, man. Ulysses said, I got your point. Things like today are great. Things like today are great for WMMA, but pump the brakes. Pump the brakes on what, though? That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you mean pump the brakes? It's just like watching a good fight, or if you getting on a fair ride, it pays off. Like, we're not talking about her fighting the next champion. We're not saying she's the next champion. So what are we pumping the brakes on? When you get on a roller coaster, you get on it for that one moment and it pays off, right? You satisfied. That's all I'm saying. I enjoyed the fight and I enjoy the lane that she stays in. So as a fight fan, y'all know me. Look, I know what a champion is, and y'all know what I know the champion level. But when it comes to a fun fighter, like I said, like a roller coaster, this is what I'm talking about. You just want to enjoy it for this one time. And I say, I was satisfied. And as long as the fighter keeps doing that, I will pay to see that fighter. That's all I'm saying. But when you start trying to jump off and say, oh, I'm trying to say she's as good as like Aaron Blanchfield and this and that. No, we ain't even gone to that level yet. We ain't even we talking about how good a fighter, how good the performance is and how entertaining they are. Right? It sounded like a shout out to me. Oh boy. Y'all, I thought y'all knew me. I thought y'all knew what I'd be talking about over here, but y'all are, oh my goodness. I got to start taking away some hardcore badges now. I think we got casuals up in here. A shout out to mediocrity. Oh boy. TJ, you know business, right? You don't know. I don't even have to go in on this. I'm kind of smiling because I think I'm going way above the level here. It BJ catching on. I think it's too lyrical, man. Come on, man. You know what I mean? It's not a shout out to mediocrity. It's a shout out to, what did I say? Knowing your lane. Knowing your lane. You understand what that means? Goodness. Where are we at? The Twilight Zone? For real? Did I say this is Shevchenko level? Did I say she's as good as Caitlin Chikagian? No. I said this fighter right here knows her lane. What does that mean? That means she's taking lemons and making lemonade with it. How about that? Is that simple for you? Am I breaking it down? Come on now. This is what we talking about. We talking about, see, everybody's so ready to bring up Valentina in this talk. No, when I mentioned champion, no. I said you don't have to be a champion to be an entertaining fighter and get your money. And what do we always talk about? These WMMA fighters ain't getting paid. Well, we got a fighter over here getting their money and getting a good following behind it. Whether you're a fan of it or not, you got to give that person respect, because that's what some of y'all need to do as fighters out there. Not directed toward the chat on that, but yeah, that's directed toward fighters out there that need to know their lane and understand that, yo, I got people that love me. Why don't I do what they do? Why don't I do it the way she's doing it? Yeah, BJ said, pump the brakes on what? Molly getting the best finish of her career, arguably the best KO of the year. Let Molly be great and stop referencing everything to Valentina. Exactly. That's what I'm saying right here, man. Like, you understand what I'm saying? It's like we talking about getting what you can make from what you have in this point in time. That's what it is. Like, if you know you have a country behind you, you rock with that. You rock with that. Priscilla Cachoeira, you know you're a Brazilian. You know you like to knock people out. You know you're kind of one-dimensional. What do we do with that? Okay, we fight lower level competition We fight people we can knock out. We fight people that we can look good against. And I don't think Dana White and them have a problem with that because they know that's a certain level they're going to be on, right? Like, why do you think Dana White's been setting her up with these type of fights, like Jin Yoon Kim? Now this fight. See, the Taylor Santos fight, that was a given because Taylor was just getting into the mix, so she had to fight Taylor Santos. But from here, I'm kind of like, this is cool. This is a good level. This is how you get your money, fighters. Listen. Okay, TJ said he misunderstood the title and what you were saying initially. Oh, okay. I mean, if you put Molly McCann together and what the title says, I would expect any fight fan to understand that. I'm just saying, like, I expected you to understand that, like, you don't have to be champion to be popular. Like, how many people? Oh, I'm gonna go to the best example here. Like, not even a fighter, but how popular is Paige Van Zandt? Not even a fighter, but how popular is she though? Sometimes if you ain't gonna get championship level, you got to get the money how you can get it, right? That's what it is. Brian Williams said 90% of fighters will never fight for a belt. That doesn't mean they don't have their place in their sport. Exactly. Like, everybody has to have their place. Most of all, not everybody has they have to know their place. Because I think when they know their place, they can kind of get it how they know they can get it. And they don't have to go reaching out of their realm for something that, they're never going to get to. You know what I mean? Lolita said it's about doing what you love and doing your best and going out there to win. Yeah. Yeah, doing what you love. That's why I said, like, if you can do what you love and people, love it. Shoot. People, I think people respect and love people and more fighters more when they know that the fighters are really loving what they're doing. Right? We just said, did y'all see Molly turning up? Yeah, yes, that's why I said, like, the way she's partying, you would think she is a champion, right? The way she was partying, you think she was a champion, and like she was going harder than some champions do. That's why I'm like, oh wow, you got to respect that. To me, it is. I'm like, okay, like you seem happy, and that's what it's about, right? Nobody want to go home feeling like, oh man, I just got my behind whooped, or I got hit in the face this many times, or I got almost choked out, or I got taken down throughout a fight, and the fight didn't go the way I wanted. Like, I would really want to be in that place where it's like, man, like I'm out here I'm out here, you know, living it up. I'm making you believe I'm the champion, right? So it's just one of them things. I'm just saying, like, you got to understand, like, that's something that I don't think a lot of y'all think of. That's what I'm saying. As fight fans, you got to look at the fight game as more than just a doggone belt or just who's the best and who's the worst. Like, you have to look at it like, okay, the fight game is just like a job. Like, you have district managers, regional managers, supervisors, managers, you got the workers. Everybody in those roles have to kind of know their place. Like, do they want to be um, a CEO? Do you want to be a regional manager, a district manager, or whatever, right? Or do you want to tackle those roles? If you don't, then maybe you want to just stay in this lane as a worker. But you got to make sure that you're doing the best that you can to make sure that you're taken care of in that realm, right? And for somebody unranked, I'd be like, man, like, yo, you got a better following than some. Look, this unranked fighter could teach some of these higher ranked fighters a thing or two about having a big following. Robert Henry, what's going on? He said Molly McCann can as much, if not more, attention than any other WMMA fighter, even serious contender, because she's always plays to the crowd and doesn't fight passively. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. See, Robert Henry, you get it. You get it. This ain't got nothing to do with hype train. This ain't got nothing to do with building up a fighter too much. This got to do with somebody taking advantage of their situation and even doing better than your ranked fighters. Look at your ranked fighters out here. Some of your ranked fighters people don't even know. She taking all the attention. She gonna get all the finishing bonus. It was something Rob Henry said earlier. He said Caitlin Kagan is a boring fighter. Well, I don't even know what the video is about. I need to stop being random. he want to go in on Caitlin Kagan. No, he did say re-sign her though. Okay. We gonna I'm gonna let that one slide. See, even for somebody like Caitlin, I mean, for somebody that ain't knocking people out, what does she do to get her money? She keeps fighting, and she just keeps embarrassing fighters and keeps winning. So can't knock people out, but she just stays active and keeps fighting. So everybody got their own lane. Couldn't beat the champion, you just stay up in there. Darby Crash said Dana called it the best UFC fight night ever. Dang. I mean, the energy was there. I don't know if it was the best, but I guess you being there in the flesh, you would know what type of energy you're dealing with. BJ said Molly and Patty capitalized. Yeah, they did, man. That's what I'm talking about. It's all about that big picture, man. We can talk about their height, we can talk about their skills, but who walking away with more money than your favorite ranked fighter? Lolita said, you got to give Paige her props. She goes out there and gives it her all. Oh, yeah, she does. She gives it her all. Exactly. It crushed that lemon. That's what I'm saying. That's all it is. I mean, how many decisions were there on this card? Like 3, right? I want to say there was only like 3 decisions when I was watching this card. Everybody got a doggone finish tonight, just about. I mean, poor Dan Hooker, man. Dang. Poor Volkov. Man. But let's see. I want to I got like 10, 15 minutes left. Does BJ want to open link? Does BJ want a link for 10 minutes? I want to hear what he got to say on the subject, if he know what I mean. Like, if not, that's all right. Because I think this is one time we agree on something, and I think that, he can give y'all, he'll give y'all the smoke on this one. Lolita talking about living it up. You talking about a Ja Rule song, or that, what was the other song, that living it up, and then it was it Cool in the Gang or somebody? What was that other song? That Friday night song, that living it up. Who is that song? Because I know Ja Rule had a song called Living It Up, but there's another one. Is that Cool in the Gang? I can't click on the link on StreamYard, so I see Lolita done got a song stuck in her head now, so 2 hours, yeah. I don't know. Let me see here. Yeah, it was like uh, three decisions on this card. That was it. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, man. What else? What else I want to run through here real quick? Yeah, what do you think? Caitlin Chikagan and hold on, Robert Henry said, Molly said in an interview, just keep bringing the fights to Liverpool. Me and Patty will keep selling them out. I told you, man. That's what it is. That's what we talking about in this video. You don't have to be a champion to get that money, man. You don't have to be a champion to get your money in this game and to be respected as a fighter. Don't have to be a champion to be respected as a fighter here. Like, talk about the outside thing, but look, the fight part of this game, the money, We talked about that. But the actual fight, okay, we'll say she's limited, but you can't say that Molly McCann has never, you can never say that she's never fought her heart out. She's always fighting. She's always fighting hard. She's always bringing the fight, even if she loses. And it's not like she lost a lot here. You know what I mean? Like, when she who she lose to? Laura Procopio, Taylor Santos, and Jillian Robertson. All right. You lost to three grapplers. But other than that, when you keep it standing, this girl be fighting her heart out. I mean, put on a great fight, entertaining fight with Priscilla Cachoeira. I thought we were supposed to like people who, enjoy what they do, As fight fans, we should. And I do. That's all I want, really. Like, when I'm watching these unranked fighters and people on the come up, or like I said, fighters just in their realm where they want to be, I want to see a good, entertaining fight. I want to see good energy. BJ says she's the male. He's the male meatball. Is she? Is he? I don't know. Molly's not as cringy to me. Molly's not as cringy. I like Molly. I'm still on the fence about Patty a little bit, but more of a fan of her style. Grasso and JoJo. TJ want to talk about Grasso and JoJo. Brian Williams said Molly delivers the energy even when she loses. Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. It's just about these fighters going in there and getting it. Because I talked about this in boxing, watching some of these fighters in boxing that just continue to get knocked out, always fighting for belts. But I'm like, if that's not you, there's no need to do it. Like Anthony Joshua, I mean, it was a time he didn't want to fight Deontay Wilder. I don't know if he still wants to. I was just like, why don't he give up these belts and just be a prize fighter? Just give up the belts and be a prize fighter. Just stay away from the champions if you don't want the champions. Like, you're already like getting all the money. Like, you're very, very well received in your home country, the United Kingdom. This Anthony Joshua I'm talking about. Why not just stay over there and fight, get all the belts, and drop all the belts, stay over there, and just stay away from the champions if that's not your thing. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I was yeah, he says he hits you don't take as many hits to the face. Yeah. Where is this? Hold on. All right. 1 second, y'all. On like, oh, hold on. Agapo versus Meatball. I would have to go with Meatball in that fight. She actually showed him an okay ground game too, as well, right? Well, going against the fighter she was in there, she gave you a little suplex in the fight. She gave you a suplex. She slammed the girl. She rocked her in the first round. She about knocked her out in the first round, and spinning back fist. I'm like, spinning back elbow. But there will come a point there'll come a point when you want to see her maybe challenge herself up. Yeah, of course. Like, if she gets one or two more wins, you'll probably want to see her fight. Like, I do kind of want to see her fight Jessica Eye. But hang on, y'all. Hold on. All right, are you there?
Yo, excuse me. Oh shit. Yo.
Caught him in the middle of Blaze. No, just playing.
No, nah.
All right.
I'm actually eating some applesauce right now.
Oh, okay. All right. Got BJ on the line here, man. Like I said, I'm gonna be on about 15 minutes. I need you to go in, BJ. You know what I'm talking about here. Give me your thoughts, man, about Molly McCann.
Man, I think what Molly did tonight, man, was marketing. You know what I'm saying? Like Molly understands the assignment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you pretty accurate when you say, some fighters just won't ever touch that belt. You know what I'm saying? I think Molly is one of those fighters that we just probably won't ever see touch that belt. But even if she don't touch the belt, what will Molly McCann go down as? One of the best females from the UK to ever step into the UFC and fight. A pioneer for UK women's mixed martial arts. You know what I'm saying? Molly paving the way for Corey McKenna and other girls to come in, you know what I'm saying, and find their place in the UFC. You know what I'm saying? But if everybody's so quick to come, start hollering Valentine. They see somebody else do good, and then you start hollering Valentina. And she ain't this, she ain't that. Well, let's talk about what Molly McCann is, and that's a huge superstar in her home country. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's literally as simple as that. Like, so I don't understand the hate on Molly right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we should all be happy for Molly. I'm happy for Molly. You happy for Molly? You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, you can't be mad at people who go out there and put themselves out there like that. Who you don't see like Catlin Chukagian, you know what I'm saying? There's not footage of Catlin Chukagian wins going, out there drinking and celebrating. She's got a teammate, you know what I'm saying, that's fighting on the card too, you know what I'm saying, putting herself out.
Mm-hmm. I kind of lost you, BJ.
You lost me.
Yeah, right after you said after something about Caitlin Chukagian putting herself out there. Yeah, right after you said something about putting herself out there.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you now.
Yeah, like you don't see fighters like Chukagian, you know what I'm saying, doing stuff like that. You don't see Chukagian putting herself out there. You don't see her doing the things that Molly doing on the microphone. Molly Molly is promoting her brand, bro. She's promoting her brand, and the UK is buying it. So, I mean, them people came out there tonight to see three people fight. They came out there to see Patty fight. They came out there to see Tom Aspinall fight. They came out there to see Molly McCann fight. And it is, like I put in the comment section, Molly McCann was in Greenville fighting. I was there, dude. South Carolina was chanting meatball. Like, everybody know Molly.
Wow. Like,
you know,
had a big crowd there whenever you were there?
Say that again?
She had that bigger, like, crowd out there?
Bro, as soon as she walked out, dude, she was super hyped, and the crowd was chanting meatball. I'm like, we in South Carolina. And she was fighting, she was fighting Ariane. That's when she fought Ariane Lipsky. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Did she fight Lipsky?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah. She beat Lipsky. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she beat Lipsky that night. I was there for that one. But yeah, man, the whole crowd was going crazy. I'm like, these people know who Molly McCann is. We in little bitty old South Carolina, bro. Greenville. And these people hollering Molly. Dude, it's all about branding yourself. Like you said, Combo, you ain't got to be a champion. You know what I'm saying? To do your thing, man. You don't have to be a champion.
No, you don't, because look, Molly is unranked, and you said people are chanting her name. Like, how many people chant the number 6 or number 7's name? Like, they can take a lesson from her. That's all I'm saying. Like,
absolutely
everybody want to go in on skills right now, but we talking about marketing, we talking about banking, we talking about energy. And she may not have what Tina has, but what she got now is a lot of what your fighters in the middle need. That's all I'm saying.
Right, like what she did, dude, is what Roxanne Modafferi should have been doing. You know what I'm saying? Calling, I'm not saying calling out the champ, but making some noise, getting everybody behind you. You know what I'm saying? Like, getting people behind you. People gonna remember who you are. People gonna want you to be great. Not people gonna want Molly McCann. You know what I'm saying? To start racking up wins and get to the belt. You know what I'm saying? So if Molly McCann ever gets to a spot where she's fighting for the belt, you know how many people gonna be watching Molly McCann, bro? If Molly McCann string together a string of wins and gets close to the belt, dude, she's gonna be a humongous fucking star. Arguably, like Patty right now. Patty is a huge star. He fought 2 times in the UFC.
That's what's crazy about it.
You know what I'm saying?
When you link it together, it's like they know like unifying together is going to make it crazy. And I think a lot of fans and just a lot of fighters are kind of ignorant to that thing, man.
Oh yeah. No, I agree, man. Some fighters have that thing to where people just gravitate to them. Much as I hate to say it, Connor, Nate and Nick Diaz, they have it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Patty Pimblett has it. You know what I'm saying? There's certain fighters out there that when they get on the microphone, they know how to promote. Look at what Derek Lewis does when the microphone get put in his face. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just some people stand out from the crowd, bro, and it has nothing to do with a belt. Yeah. Champions don't even look at Rose. Rose win the belt and she go hide.
Say it again.
You know what I'm saying?
Say it again.
Like Rose win the belt and Rose, she's like, okay, bye.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
And that's what I'm talking about. I'll give Rose props all day with her skills, but when it comes down to being out there that somebody can get behind, like a country,
and being memorable.
Yes.
I bet you right now, if you pull 10,000 UFC fans, MMA fans across the whole world, and you say the name Meatball Molly McCann, they're gonna know who she is before I bet you more people will know who she is before they know who Rose Namajunas is.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet. More people gonna say, "Oh yeah, Meatball from Liverpool, the Liverpool accent." You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you know who Rose Namajunas? Oh, Rose is a champ. Oh, I didn't know Rose was a champ.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that's just what it is, man. People crazy, man. People crazy, bro. If they mad at that, how can you be mad at that?
Look, any fighter right now in WMMA that can get, and I mean, like, just marketing that we always like complain about that. Any fighter that can get that, they got my respect.
Mm-hmm. Me too. If you can put yourself out there and not rely on the UFC to do it, you know what I'm saying? Like Paige Van Zandt. People talk about Paige, but the UFC kind of got tired of Paige there at the end. You know what I'm saying? Even Dana said it. He was like, well, you demanding more money, but you go out there and perform like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Paige set that up because Paige knew she wasn't going to be a champion. She knew she wasn't going to be, you know what I'm saying, a world-class fighter. I mean, Paige was decent, but Paige set up the after the UFC shit. You know what I'm saying? And it is, and look at Paige now. She's making bank off of that. Yeah. She's making bank daily.
She found her lane. That's all I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
find your lane. You know what I mean, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm just making sure I ain't making stuff.
I know exactly what you mean. Yes, find your lane.
Find your lane, man. So, like, for Molly McCann right now, like, what would you rather see her do next? Like, fight another unranked fighter, or actually try to get into that realm and like try to get like somewhere in the top 15? Like, do you think she's ready for that?
I would no. I would like to see Molly fight a couple more times.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or like, the loser of a certain fight or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't mind seeing her, do that, but I don't know. I don't know about what should be next for Molly because, it's a grappler heavy division, bro. Mm-hmm. Molly can be stopped at any point with that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
She's showing improvements in it, but she still can be stopped.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So as far as that's concerned, I'm not quite ready for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather see Molly get the confidence, get more. You know, this is a great confidence booster for Molly McCann, though. You know what I'm saying? This knockout win, this is a great confidence booster for Molly. Molly should feel like she should beat anybody, but I think they should still put her in there with people to the likes of like a Melissa Gatto or somebody, or like even like an Aaron Blanchfield, even though Aaron's ranked, even like an Aaron Blanchfield, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna put her back in there with Jillian Robertson, you know, or give her, you know, Jazzy Vicious, or you know what I'm saying? Like, give her somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? Just let her see if Molly can stop all, you know, can beat girls on her level, like really beat them. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who's going to put up a different fight and a better fight than what Luana Carolina was doing. I ain't never in my life seen Molly sting nobody like that, dude.
Man, that was
Dude, that was crazy. I was like, what is happening? Like, Molly just stung this girl. Like, Molly dropped Luana Carolina, bro.
When she hit her in that first round, I was like, Luana, what are you doing, man? I was like, I didn't expect her to get eaten like that in the first round.
But dude, as I was watching this fight, it was like the words that you say, bro, just came floating into my ear, bro. Because I'm like, you can't call it a reach advantage if you don't know how to use that shit. If you're not using it correctly, you can't call it a reach advantage. Look at look at the main event, Tom Aspinall versus Volkov. You know, Alexander Volkov. I love Alexander Volkov, but here lately he ain't been doing what he used to do.
Mm-hmm.
He's not sticking that jab out there. He's not using those teep kicks like he used to. This dude used to be like a damn Holly. Like he used to strike like Holly Holm. But you know what I'm saying? Like that's how we used to seeing Volkov move around. This new plotted, flat-footed Volkov is just weird. You know what I'm saying? But what was we talking about?
Oh, her reach.
Yeah. Like she didn't do nothing, man. She didn't do nothing.
Mm-mm.
Until the third round, and when she knew she was down, she started revving it up a little bit. But dude, Molly was closing the distance. You see how Molly was attacking the body? Dude, man, she couldn't even see that body head combo that Molly was doing. Oh
my goodness.
She didn't even see that coming, and Molly threw that thing like 5 times.
Yeah, like she was molly whopping it for real. And like that whole texture fight, like when she came on strong in the third round, I was like, she gonna leave herself out there, and then all of a sudden, boom, like she just got caught. Like she probably would have been better just going on the back foot, but she just set herself up for a highlight reel knockout by trying to go after Molly. Molly get dangerous in the third round. Let's be real. Like she was just going to get more so dangerous. And I mean, it was just embarrassing to watch. Like Luana Carolina just didn't look like a UFC level fight.
Is it time for Carolina to go?
Now you heard me say it's time for Mazo to go. You heard this one here. I think it's to pass time, you know. I'm just saying, like this fight here, if you can't control Molly McCann, I'm like, I don't know what else is next. Like she has a fighter that's improved, in my opinion. What about you?
I'm gonna have to go back out and come back in, bro. This thing messing up.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. Luana Carolina in every fight, she just never really has showed like a big improvement in my opinion. He just I gotta let him back in. He had to dip out. Which is another video I'll probably talk about, because some of these fighters, man, like I just don't understand, like being this long and this tall, they just don't know how to use it. That's why. Hang on, there we go. Yeah, I just can't call it a reach advantage. I mean, because you don't know back. Hold on, you back in there, BJ? Oh, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me?
Now I can, yeah.
Now what were you saying? No, I asked you a while ago. I said, you know, is it time for Luana Carolina to go?
Oh yeah. Probably Probably, yeah, because like I said, it's time for Molly. I think it's time for her to go because the loss that she got from Molly McCann was just like is almost like two of Mazo's defeats to me.
It might be time for her to go, dude. You know what I'm saying? I mean, think about it. She's been knocked out by Molly McCann and submitted by Ariane Lipski.
Oh, both of them were like vicious too, man. She's been on the vicious submission.
She's been finished hard, like Luana Carolina, and she's been finished hard, bro. I'm still trying to figure out how does she get into the UFC?
Yeah.
Like, how does she get to where she? And I get what you guys are saying. You know what I'm saying? I get you got some people see Liana Jojua like that. You know what I'm saying? But at least Liana Jojua showed us something in a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like Luana Carolina ain't really show. I mean, what is she? Has she shown you anything, Combo?
No, not really. I mean, like I say the one thing Jojua showed me is her durability. Like I think she can take a hit. She's kind of strong.
And her submission game is on point.
Yeah, her submission game is good. But I don't know. Luana Carolina's like from a Muay Thai background, but it's not like fierce Muay Thai like Joanna and like Taylor Santos. You know what I mean? Like she's
yeah.
So I just don't get it, man. It's like maybe it's a style matchup thing, but I doubt that because like you said, like Ariane Lipski got her. Now Molly McCann got her. Imagine like the next person that's hungry, what they're going to do to her. So she's kind of in the same boat as Mazo. It's just not like back to back. So to me, I think she could do for her, step down.
Yeah, man, because she on the lower level and she getting finished, bro. Like she getting finished on the low level. Like that's not good at all. Like you at the lowest. Like Luana Carolina literally is fighting at the lowest level of the division, and she getting finished. Like, I don't know, man. But what you were saying about Molly McCann, though, man, you can't do nothing but give. You can't do nothing but. Man, I don't see how people can feel any different about McCann after tonight, man. Like just bask in the energy, man. Like people not feeling the energy that I felt the energy through the TV screen, and I'm thousands of miles away. Like, right. Like shit, man.
Right. Yeah. Just kind of like, we just watching it. We on a good roller coaster ride. Just enjoy it.
Right. Yeah.
Everybody.
You think Molly McCann thinking about Valentina right now?
Right.
Y'all thinking about Valentina? You think Molly thinking about Molly? Probably somewhere stumbling drunk right now. So come on, man. Combo boy, they go ham in your comment sections, boy. They do me too, but you there, Combo? Combo.
Yeah, man.
Uh-oh.
Hold on here. I'm just looking at these comments.
I'm looking at them too. Okay. Give Molly O'Neal. Come on, y'all.
All right. Well, BJ, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. Somebody in the comment section said give Molly O'Neal.
Might have went out. Let me know if y'all can hear me.
I'm here, bro. Can you hear me?
I might have to remove you. You can come back in. Hold on. All right, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, bro.
Okay, I had to remove you and let you back in. I don't know what it was.
The StreamYard tripping, bro.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, your comment section, bro. The comment, but somebody said give Molly to Casey O'Neal. Like,
no.
Nah, man, hey, look, come on.
This is what I'm gonna say. If Montana beat Macy Barber, they need to beat Macy Barber and Molly McCann.
I'm not mad at that dude. Like Molly are going there, but the thing about Molly though, Molly don't give a fuck about how hard Macy Barber hit, bro. She don't care.
I think she could take the power away. Like maybe take the power, but I think she could take the power away like she did in Lipski fight.
Dude, excuse me. She can do because she'll be tagging Macy Barber in there. Like the way Molly, listen, if you're gonna talk about technical wise with Molly McCann, Molly is decent at closing the distance, throwing her little shots. You know what I'm saying? Like and Molly kind of fast, dude. She kind of quick.
Oh, she's fast. She's fast.
Yeah, like Molly she kind of quick with it. Like she could put a pace on Macy Barber that Macy ain't. Because if you put pressure on Macy ain't that good. You know what I'm saying? It's when you let Macy do what she want to do, when she start having success. But I don't know, man. She might upset Macy's rhythm in there. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
Hey,
What you thinking? What you think?
Ulysses said Molly versus Demopolis.
I'm not mad at that either.
Demopolis is 115 though, man.
Yeah, I'm about to say she at 115, and she's small too.
Yeah, Molly would like real.
Yeah, Molly big. Like Molly, she's short, but she wide. You know.
Yeah, Meatball. TJ said Meatball versus Casey fight.
Oh, come on, man. Why are you gonna make Casey fight Molly McCann, bro? She deserves a higher ranked opponent, man.
We're gonna make Casey versus Moreau. That's it.
Say that again.
Casey O'Neill versus Marina Moreau.
Hey, let's do it.
Yeah.
I think Moreau. I hear Moreau trying to take a quick turnaround, and I'm hearing Jillian Robinson trying to take a quick turnaround. So that might be what we get.
Yeah. All right, BJ Rock got a question for both of us. He said, "Who is more technical between Macy and?" Wait a minute. You mean Molly and Macy and Barber? Molly and Barber.
Who's more technical? Molly McCann.
Yeah, Molly's more technical.
Yeah, Molly's definitely more technical, but Macy, like you said, Macy got that equalizer though. So I mean,
yeah,
that's her it factor. But if you're looking at if it turns into like anything close to the Alexa Grasso fight, like, dude, I ain't never seen Macy get picked apart like that, dude. She got picked apart in that fight. And you know what I'm saying? So go ahead,
BJ. I gotta roll though, man.
Yes, sir.
Let me get your final thoughts before I get up out of here, man.
Hey, shout out to the UK tonight, man. Like, I mean, just shout out to the UK. They can't. That's one thing about the UK, man. Even from the lower level fighters that I've interviewed, like fighters, I've interviewed fighters from Contenders, fighters from Cage Warriors. You know what I'm saying? Like those fighters from the UK, man. That's one thing you can't argue. They come to fight. Yeah. Every time they step in there, they come to fight. So I gotta give them props, man. I do. People used to ask like, who was tougher between the Australians and the UK fighters from the UK? Nah, it's the UK fighters. You know what I'm saying? Like they come to fight, man. I even think that the UK audience, the UK fans, are hyper than the damn Brazilian fans.
I think it's yeah. I would say that, like, if you want to like argue, it's between them two. I mean, you can't hear anybody when they're there, man. Like between the Brazilian, I think they're rowdy, man. But some about like the UK, it's
a different energy with the UK.
Yeah, you think it's like the whole world there or something, man.
I'm telling you, man. Yeah. So I mean, just shout out to the UK, man. They came. They made this card around all these UK fighters, and they came and they fucking showed up, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out to our girl Corey, Corey McKenna. But the thing about Corey though, a fighter that's that young, she can afford to lose. You know what I'm saying? Like she fought a good fight. It was a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Corey didn't get shut out in this fight. You know what I'm saying? So it was a good fight. I loved it. I think she'll be back. She'll be back strong though.
Yeah, I would like to see her fight Montserrat Ruiz next.
I wouldn't mind seeing that.
And I want to see Elise Reed fight what's her name? Cheyenne Velismus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's a good striking fight. That's a good striking match.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind seeing Elise Reed fight Vanessa Demopoulos.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. She can't go to the with Demopoulos though, man. You can't do that with Demopoulos, man. Demopoulos is
that's true.
She's like Jillian Robinson on the ground, man.
Dude. Yeah, she's a dangerous submission specialist. Yeah. But she's got striking too, though. That's the thing about Demopoulos. She'll engage in the striking too.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I'm just ready to see what happens. I'm telling you, dude, we're gonna find out a lot about people this first half of 2022. We're gonna find out a lot.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, yeah,
y'all,
man.
it's been real. Make sure y'all subscribe to No Filter MMA
Yes, sir.
and BJ over here, doing his thing. Shoot, if you're getting on live tomorrow, I'll check it out. Oh yeah,
Yeah, I plan on it.
we got fight week coming up, so I'm gonna be dropping some round by rounds. I know I got to
Yeah.
do Carla Rose the first fight. I know you gonna do what, Marina Carla?
Yeah, I'm doing Marina Carla this week, and then I'm gonna do Alexa Grasso. I don't know if I want to do her and Macy Barber, or if I want to do her and Ji Young Kim.
Do that Macy Barber one, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do this week.
All right, BJ. Well, it's been real. I will catch
Yes,
you in
sir.
bro.
Catch you on the flip side, bro. Peace out.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Yeah, he said go for hour 2. I got some stuff to do, man. Anyways, man, shout out to everybody in the chat. I'm about to get up out of here. Ulysses said, don't forget Rose versus JJ2. All right, I'll do that one. I will do that one then. Make sure y'all hit the like button like always. And make sure you subscribe if you haven't. And also, if you missed the stream, oh well, go back and listen to it. And y'all can comment up in there. Let's see. I'm about to get up out of here, y'all. Like always, Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.